There is a bridge that connects the small district of Little England to the southeast part of Korokoro. It's old and is in desperate need of repair. Seeing how busy the railway always was, nobody wanted to take action and fix the bridge for a while. This lack of maintenance, unfortunately, would soon take its toll on the railway. One rainy day, Hitachi was out on the main line inspecting the tracks.
ここは本当に土砂降りだ。この検査にはどのくらい時間がかかるのでしょうか？
Not long, I'd like to think. Just keep your eyes on the rails and watch for anything that seems out of the ordinary.
君がそう言うなら、わかったよ。
They soon came up to the old bridge. It creaked and groaned under the weight of Hitachi, which began to worry her and her crew. I think it's just about time the railway fixes this bridge. It's far too unstable, and seeing how the weather's been lately, it'll only be a matter of time before something terrible happens.
その通りだ。明日、作業員や修理列車と一緒にまた来ましょうか？
Sounds like a good idea to me. Hopefully this weather doesn't get any worse. Unfortunately, Hitachi's driver's hopes didn't seem to do much. The next day, it wasn't only rain that Hitachi and her crew had to combat, but heavy gusts of wind and ear-splitting thunder too.
まあいい。天候に関係なく、この橋を直さなければならない。
And so, Hitachi puffed off to fetch the workman's train. But by the time she had gotten her train, the rain had only become harder. The wind had only become stronger. Ooh, I don't know, Hitachi. It doesn't seem like such a good idea to try to repair the bridge in this kind of weather.
今すぐ行動を起こさなければ、この嵐で橋は支柱から吹き飛ばされてしまう。
Hitachi does have a point. Come on, let's go. Hitachi's firemen agreed reluctantly. They set off for the bridge. The weather didn't treat Hitachi fairly, and the wind roared and screamed as it tried to blow her off the rails. Rain battered down all over her, but still she didn't stop.
この橋を直さなければならない。鉄道全体の運命は私たちの手に委ねられている。
Now, don't overthink things. If the bridge collapses, we could always rebuild it.
でも、そんなことをしたら、ダイヤが狂ってしまう。この鉄道は何ヶ月も運休することになる。これが本当に重要なことだとなぜわからないのか？
I don't know, mate. It just seems a little risky. You know what I mean?
確かにリスクはあるが、私が言ったように、コロコロ鉄道の運命は私たちが握っている。
Hitachi's firemen only sighed. They soon arrived back at the bridge, and it looked to Hitachi that the top of the bridge was peeling off like the skin of an orange.
よし、みんな、やることがたくさんある。行くぞ。
The workmen fussed out of the train with metal beams, screws, and various tools, all trudging through the unpleasant weather. Then, a thought formed in Hitachi's smoke box.
もし僕が橋のてっぺんまで行けたら、みんなが取り組んでいることがもっとよく見えるんだけどね。
This wasn't a very smart move on Hitachi's part. Hitachi slowly chuffered up onto the bridge. As she made her way on, it groaned and creaked even louder than the last time she had gone on it. Suddenly, there was a horrible crash, fierce whistling of steam. Hitachi's weight had finally beaten out the old bridge. It collapsed underneath her front, and she dangled over the edge of the bridge helplessly. Her driver and firemen slowly made their way out of the cab. That didn't change the fact that their engine was now in an awfully precarious situation.
ああ、しまった。助けて、助けて。
We can't. We'll have to call for another engine to pull you back up.
時間がない。デゴイチが特急列車を牽引して、もうすぐこの橋を渡る。
Just as all hope seemed to be lost, a bright-minded worker spoke up. Wait a minute, guys! We have strong ropes and cables. We can pull Hitachi back up with our own strength. Yes, I suppose so. But that would only solve Hitachi's problem. How are we going to stop the express? I'll drive down the line side in my lorry to tell the station master at the next station about the disturbance ahead. You lot get to pulling. Right then. Come on, everyone. We've got an engine to save. Everybody pulled and pulled. At first it didn't seem like anything was happening. But then, it began to move backwards, slowly but steadily. Hitachi was slowly being pulled back onto the track.
なんてことだ。君たちはやっている。君たちならできる。君ならできる。
Then, everybody's faces went pale as they heard the deep, loud whistle of a certain express locomotive. Oh no! That's Degoichi! I don't think the workmen made it to the station in time. But as the whistle grew louder, they also began to make out the sound of screeching brakes. Just then, Degoichi rounded the curve of the hill and slowly came to a halt, just at the start of the bridge. Soon after, the very same workmen climbed out of Degoichi's cab, along with the locomotive crew. We've stopped him! Righto! Thank you! They pulled and pulled and pulled, until eventually, Hitachi was finally brought to safety, much to the relief of everybody.
思うに、おそらく、より安全な天候の時にこの橋を修理しようとする方が、より賢明なアイデアだろう。
That makes the two of us. Later that week, proper construction on the bridge was set into motion. The workmen and Hitachi worked all month long to fully restore the bridge, and that they did. They even decided to change the name of the bridge to Hitachi's Bridge. To this very day, you can still see trains run across Hitachi's Bridge without trouble, and really, I think we all know who to thank for that.